Hello, GotAUkulele back with a departure from the instrument reviews, an accessory review for you to accompany the written words, which tells you much more about this. This is just a bit of a sound test so you can understand what it is I'm talking about. And what I'm talking about is this. It is the Kremona UK-1 ukulele pickup. It's basically a little passive pickup inside that wooden strip there. That secures onto tie bar bridge ukuleles, not any other type, just these type. So it's basically secured there underneath the strings. Have a look at the photographs on the written review, you'll get a better idea of the picture, but you can see there it's basically slotted underneath the tie bar, and then on one end you've got a little female 3.5mm jack socket, and what it comes with is a cable that at one end has a standard instrument lead for plugging into an amp. And if I was better prepared, I'd show you the other end, the 3.5mm jack socket, which goes into there. Now that's my first gripe with it. This cable is pretty cheap and thin, and I think they would have done a lot better to actually just have a female 1/4-inch jack socket on the end of a plug like this, so you could plug your instrument lead of choice into it. But there we are. That's what it is. And the reason people like things like this is the same reason they like the spot transducers. They don't want to drill their instrument, they don't want to put something under the saddle. I don't like spot transducers because I find that they pick up a lot of body noise from my arm, sleeves and that kind of thing. It really amplifies, whereas under saddle pickups don't do that. Each to their own. That may be partly to do with my playing style, but there we are. But this is designed to be completely removable, doesn't mark the instrument, no tape, no glue, no blue tack or anything to hold it onto the wood. It just sits under the strings there and you plug it in from the cable. I do have a gripe with it though, and that's the noise that the cable does create. It's actually not a bad sounding pickup, and I'm just going to plug it into a little one of these, little Roland. It's not great sound, but it'll give you the indication of what I'm talking about with the noise. So we have that plugged in there, and we plug the 3.5mm straight into the pickup, which as you can see is there. So we're all connected now. We'll turn on the amp, and I'm going to have to probably turn down the microphone, and immediately I'll show you the first problem I've got with it. The whole cable, well, about 2 foot of the cable is picking up. So basically anything that moves this cable is putting that rumbling, scratching sound in. That's terrible. Now the only way I can see around that is actually getting this taped to the ukulele so it doesn't move, and not strumming it and touching it with your arm. Once it doesn't move, it's fine. But when you consider that to do that you have to tape it down, you're then back to taping onto an instrument, which kind of defeats the object of it being completely removable. And I just get a spot transducer. Once I can just control this noise though, the sound of it is not too bad. That noise. It's very woody, open sound. But you know, I'm having to be really careful. If I just touch the cable, that noise. This is a tiny little amplifier. If I had that through a big loud amplifier and you were on stage, there's the cable running on my knee. You can hear that. So, you know, I think it's quite nice. It's about 40 quid. I think it's quite nice once you can control the noise by taping it down. It's very delicate. I'm convinced it's going to break, but there we are. But it does work, and it works, and it picks up in a very natural sound. It's nicer than an undersaddle pickup, which can have a sort of quack that you need to get out of the EQ. It's much more natural sounding, but it's just this noise on the cable. The whole thing has become the pickup. And that I'm amazed. It goes about 2 foot down the cable and it's working as a pickup. You know, look how far away I am, and that's still amplifying. It gets worse the closer you get, obviously. But, you know, get the cable out of the way. It's quite nice sounding. Kremona UK-1 passive retrofit removable ukulele pickup, about 45 quid or so. Kind of alright, doesn't get a total recommendation from me, but I don't know, not too bad. Hope that helps. Read the full written review to see the pictures and the installation. It's pretty straightforward. See you soon.